one of the goals that I try to do with any of my films is entertain, but also educate, and not in a preachy way. And I achieved that with this film as well. So Thanksgiving Day, I knew everyone would be around, and just looking for a way of spending quality time. And this is the way that they can do that.
Hello and welcome to the Foxworth Theory. I am your host, Eugenia Foxworth. Thank you for joining us. The Foxworth Theory covers the worlds of entertainment, arts, fashion, and business. We speak with the leaders and the movers and the shakers of their field on location, allowing them to tell their stories right here on the Foxworth Theory. This week, our guest is film director, writer, and producer, Andrew Fountain, founder of 12-3 Productions. He's created the movies No Cash Refunds, Queens, as well as the latest film, False Pretenses, which premieres on Thanksgiving Day in his hometown of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Note, the segment of the Foxworth Theory that we're on now is sponsored by 12-3 Productions. The film False Pretenses will be available online streaming on Thanksgiving Day. Go to www.falsepretensesthemovie.com for more information. Now, your mother, La-Verna Fountain, was a guest here on the Foxworth Theory a few months ago. I know La-Verna Fountain. She is a legacy in New York and with Columbia University. What role did she play, if any, in your career direction?
La-Verna Jean, that's the love of my life right there. So the role that she really played in my career and just in my life was that of mother. And in that role, you know what I mean, all things encompass that. You know, she's always been supportive of whatever it was that I wanted to do, offered me as much wisdom and knowledge as she possibly can, and also always gave me her resources. Her resources were my resources. And I can't ever thank her enough for that. You know what I mean? But if I had to put it down to one single thing, it really would be she instilled fearlessness in me at a very young age. You know, she always told me to jump. She showed that more through action than through words. But if it was anything that I wanted to do, she wanted me to dive in head first. And a funny story about that is actually whenever I was 5, 6 years old and needed to learn how to swim, she took me to the pool and she just threw me into the water. Now, she was close enough by that if something happened, she could get to me. But it was one of those things where it was like, figure it out. Now you're in here, figure it out. And that really has been a mindset that I've taken with me, and it's helped me out tremendously with filmmaking. Is, you know what I mean? Whenever I envision something, I'm really a victim of my imagination. So whenever I dream of a scene or I dream of doing a certain stunt or anything like that, I now have to do it. And the way that I do that is by jumping into it head first. And that is a direct reflection of her upbringing.
I'm sure. I'm sure. You're lucky you weren't a girl.
Right, really, really. God knew what he was doing. So.
Okay, so now you're debuting False Pretenses in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on Thanksgiving Day. Why Thanksgiving? Why there and why Thanksgiving?
So the reason for Harrisburg is because that's the hometown, and you never want to get too big for home. You know what I mean? This is my way of giving back to all the people that supported me through the years, that helped raise me. It's my first feature film, and I can't think of a better place to premiere it than Harrisburg. And the reason for Thanksgiving is just because that is one of, you know, I mean, a number of times throughout the year that Black families are together. And this film really is designed to bring everyone together. You know what I mean? You got probably 3 to 4 different generations of families under one roof. And I want them to have the ability to sit down and watch something that doesn't require people to leave. You know, I want this to be a bonding time, because there's certain things in the film that I'm hoping families will have discussions about. You know what I mean? That the younger generation will kind of get some insight about things that may have happened in the past, and to create that dialogue. One of the goals that I try to do with any of my films is entertain, but also educate, and not in a preachy way. And I achieved that with this film as well. So Thanksgiving Day, I knew everyone would be around, and just looking for a way of spending quality time. And this is the way that they can do that.
We are going to take a short break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Hear that? It's the good stuff, huh, Keith?
We gonna get to the bottom of this shit tonight.
Welcome back to the Foxworth Theory. I am Eugenia Foxworth with part 2 of our chat with film producer, writer, and director Andrew Fountain. So tell me, how can movie lovers and those that are watching now wanting to know how to view False Pretenses online?
So, you know, I mean, people will be able to view the film through streaming. You can go to falsepretensesthemovie.com, and there'll be a link there. You can either rent or buy it. It begins streaming on Thanksgiving Day, and it'll be in every single household. You know, I try to make it as simple as possible for people. Falsepretensesthemovie.com, and you can either rent or buy it. And we have very affordable prices for the film.
That's great, because I'm going to tell certain kids that I know to view it, and I will pay for it. And I hope you don't bankrupt me, because I don't want to be down there in Harris or up there in Harrisburg.
No, and I thank you for that. It really is
Yeah,
a very good story that I think everyone will enjoy.
yeah, but I think it's something that's good for everyone. I mean, what I saw, although somebody said, "Oh, you didn't see the end." No, I was being thrown out of the theater, as other people thought. A man, a woman, and then some man I didn't know was saying the exit is over there.
Right.
And I was a little upset over it, even though I had to leave. So I see you are self-distributed.
Yes.
What inspired you to go in this direction?
To self-distribute, I really am big on economic power. And if it was one thing that the quarantine and then actually Trump in office showed me, was the importance of economic power, and then being able to do things on your own. With the technology that we have nowadays, if I'm able to stream, you know what I mean, and it be totally secure, then why would I not self-distribute? I don't believe in just cutting people in for the sake of cutting people in without necessarily knowing what they're doing, or something being completely transparent. And I'd rather bid on myself, to be honest with you.
And if you don't, who else? But
Exactly.
so, any advice you would like to give to our audience or those who want to become filmmakers, writers, and/or producers?
The advice I would give anyone that's looking to get in film or just pursue anything in life would be, stop waiting for someone to give you permission. You know what I mean? No one is going to give it to you. You have to get out here and get it, and pursue it with a reckless abandonment. Like, it's just, it's not going to come to you. You know, one of the best phrases I ever heard was that God gives every bird a worm, but he doesn't put it in a nest. And so that means sitting at home on the couch ain't going to do it for you. You got to get out here and get it and stop waiting for permission.
In your next life, you're going to be my son.
I hear that. I hear that.
I have no children. I'm Auntie Mame, but I just wanted to share that.
Absolutely. Okay.
I want to thank you so much. And I cannot wait to see the end of the film. And I am not going into a theater in Philly without sunglasses, because I don't want them to say that's the woman that was escorted out of the AMC theater.
That's her. Yeah, no, thank you for having me. I really do appreciate this. I appreciate you lending me your time and your platform. And thank you once again, too, for coming to the screening. You know, it was a bunch of things that you didn't have to do that you did, and I'm really grateful and I appreciate it.
It was a great day because the Phillies won, too.
Absolutely. Yes, we're in the World Series. Yes.
So it was a beautiful day. I want to thank filmmaker, writer, and producer Andrew Fountain for joining us today on the Foxworth Theory. The film, False Pretenses, will be streamed on www.falsepretensesthemovie.com on Thanksgiving Day. You can rent it or you can purchase it. And I'd like to thank you all for joining us. The Foxworth Theory airs on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for watching. Be safe.
Hear that? It's the good stuff, huh, Keith?
We gonna get to the bottom of this shit tonight.
Hi, this is Eugenia Foxworth. Thank you so much for tuning into the Foxworth Theory. We are celebrating going into our 3rd season. Can you believe that? We are opening our doors to sponsorships for the Foxworth Theory. For more information, go to thefoxworththeory.com or email us at PR@thefoxworththeory.com. Thank you.